is fucking thrifty. Oh, is that how we're starting this?
Yeah. I was just pressing start, but if we want to just leave it with
fucking thrifty.
Are we talking like Goodwill thrifty, Salvation Army, like...
You know, I like the
smells. We're talking like literal thrift store. You know, like you go in there, you can buy an Xbox, 3 fish, and like a bag of packing peanuts for $10.
So Goodwill.
No, like an actual thrift shop, not like a... I feel like you missed what I meant by that.
So welcome,
I'm pretty fucked.
Did I ever tell you guys that? Did I ever mention this? Dr. is its own flavor of soda.
Yeah.
There's Dr. Pepper, and then there's like Dr.
Yes,
Pop.
Dr.
There's
Skipper.
Dr. Skipper, Dr. Pibb,
Dr. Soda.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think Pibb is Mister.
It is, yeah. He hasn't gotten his doctor.
Dr. Pop.
Yeah, I don't think he didn't go to college. He's just like someone's dad.
But either way, it's just like Doctor is its own flavor.
Yeah, it's a flavor. Yeah.
And I was super high the other day, and I was like,
you ever looked up all the flavors that are in Dr. Pepper?
It's like 23.
Yeah, but have you ever looked at all of them?
No, they just put one thing in it, and it's called 23. It's a 23 element.
Some guy just like walked into the lab and was just like, "What's this?" Oh wait, it's the 23rd one.
23rd. It's a fucking potassium or some shit.
Fucking something poisonous.
I know, it's fucking yummy. I rub it on my skin.
Okay. I had a question right before this that I was holding off, so I'm happy this popped on. If every time you got hard, your dick made a noise, what would you want the noise to be?
I want to be like a parakeet screaming in the Amazonian rainforest.
Dear God, why?
It's like a mating call.
Show me the thing and I'll pronounce it.
No, it's vanadium. It's used in nuclear reactors.
That's what makes it Dr. Pepper.
I mean, it's an American soda, so yeah.
Okay, but continue why you want a screaming rainforest parakeet as the sound your dick makes when it gets hard.
Oh my God!
I mean, just more so like ambient like rainforest sounds, just like things, just like birds and like lingers screaming.
Lingers screaming.
Lemurs.
I was thinking
like bugs chirping.
No, okay. I just love I just love the thought of Hunter being out on a date, and he's just they're sitting having a romantic dinner, and she like says something.
It's just like the ambient in here is amazing.
Sounds like the fucking rainforest cafe. No, that one had liquid in it.
Yeah, that one had liquid. Kind of funny. Tim, can you grab me a towel real quick?
Look at my computer bending. Kind of funny. I was holding over my laptop with one hand, and like the fucking body was bending.
Oh man.
Trying to keep it in this like general area. Jesse, you want to get your stocking out of here? Why is there a stocking here?
I don't know, because it's there. What
shaking.
the fuck do you want from me?
Clearly, what I wanted was the answer to the question of why your stocking was out here. I don't know why I need to fucking repeat myself.
Buddy, I don't know what you want from me.
It got underneath the table.
I have no clue how that's...
Caught it, I'll poke it. Wipe it out.
I am wiping it up. I was double checking it was underneath.
Yes!
Oh, what is that? A Kraft single wrapper on the ground?
What? What's this?
No, it might just be the water.
No, wait, I see what you mean. It's it's another small baggie.
Of what?
Well,
Kraft cheese.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know that stuff that powers this podcast? They come in small serving sizes.
I get like a week serving
You're
size.
good. That's you can put that down. The table's done.
Oh, okay. I kind of like just swole. Yeah. I'm gonna start curling my laptop.
Doing Skunk Bunker, just get swole. Coke swole case.
Damn, pretty fucking high.
Yeah, no.
I burn my mouth on oven pizzas are the fucking worst. Every time I make a oven pizza, I burn the roof of my mouth off. I literally had to pull skin off the roof of my mouth earlier, and my shit hurts so bad.
I hate that for you.
That's
And
pretty
then,
awful.
and then my dad made wiener wrap hot dogs, and I put mustard on one and tried to eat it, and I just got mustard all on my burn wound. I was so fucking mad.
Is this like the whole thing, or
No, it's Connor has found a book and is confused by it.
Yeah, because I didn't know it was here, and I wiped stuff off a glass table, and
It is a pretty fucking cool hardback.
This is beautiful. Like, I was staring at this, like, I didn't know.
All right, you don't need to be gay now.
Al just like was like staring at me from under the table, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I'm gonna rub
Yeah,
Vicks
you're
all
gonna
over
have to cut
my
that one
mouth.
out.
Also, a small thing about the noise your dick makes when it gets hard. I had been taking that question as like an activation sound, so a small blip. Not as long as it's hard, it's continuously making this sound. Because then my answer changes wildly. What?
Yeah, you can see Connor losing touch with reality.
Yeah, and I'm watching them like whisper and like shake their hands rapidly at each other. And
I love that note.
okay, but like, oh god, but they weren't. Okay, so they weren't physically.
Jesse was
like fucking crazy.
From what I thought Jesse was just pulling pages out. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh no, I'm just looking at it." And I'm like, "Put it down, Death Note."
I was just like, yeah, it's a Death Note and just shaking.
I love Death Note.
There's a topic. The only thing I have left on my skunk topics. Is there anything that scared you irrationally as a kid whenever you were little? So like I'll give my example. Whenever I was little, I used to play. I'll give the better example. I used to play Super Smash Bros. Melee on GameCube, obviously, and the I don't know what level it is. The Samus level.
Moonstar.
Yeah, and it has the lava that rises. There's a part in the music where it would like slow down and it would like be real ambient and be like real like dark and evil sounding. And every time that part of the song came up, whenever I was playing Melee alone, I would have to pause it and like hide under my blankets and like wait for that part of the song to be over, and then before I could play again.
I have two actually. One is Jumanji.
Yeah,
the Robin Williams movie.
Jumanji?
That thing turned on as soon as you said that. Your Kit Kat's a mountain.
Oh man! I actually couldn't watch that movie all the way through for a very long time because for some reason I was terrified.
Bending up. They got the torque on them.
The fucking talk on them Kit Kats, yeah.
Oh my!
Did you eat any of those or just open the package?
Dude,
I ate some of them, but like that's a lot of chocolate, bro. I'm gonna fucking be like, oh.
I could really go for fucking sugar in my mouth right now.
Jumanji.
Yeah, I couldn't watch that fucking movie. For some reason, it terrified me. The other one, I had this dream one time.
Jew monkey.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's my favorite movie. He great. The ape. He drew ape and it's just like a coffee box, like pouring water on an ape, and he's like and making like coffee. He's brewing an ape.
He brew ape. Oh, fuck. All I was gonna say was that I had this dream that, like, I woke up and was scared by, like, a whole bunch of, like, really, really generic monsters. Like, the goofy-looking Dracula and Mummy and Wolfman. Like, if it was a Scooby-Doo comedy character of those monsters was there. Like, I can't think of the exact style, but you'd know it if you saw it. Like, the way we portray them dumbly.
What was?
All of them are in my house. I'm freaking out. Genuinely in my life, I've never been as scared as I was in that moment for some reason. And like looking back now, it's like those weren't scary. Like even then, I didn't actually find those scary. Why the fuck was that dream so terrifying? But I just ran through my house as they just showed up, and I fucking woke up like so scared.
I had a dream that my family got a golden retriever and it chased everyone down and killed them. And then
I had shit like that, yeah.
And then as soon as it like went to bite me, I woke up in preschool and I was like we had nap time, and I was sweating, and that was like the first time I ever woke up from a nightmare, and I was like, I actually didn't cry, but I actually like shot up like straight like a movie, and the caretakers were like, "You okay, bud?" No, I love June.
We get those nightmares that you genuinely do wake up in like the cold sweat and you're like, what the fuck?
I haven't had one of those in like forever.
Yeah. So your question was irrational fear as a child, right?
Yes, like something just weird that scared you that shouldn't.
Okay, yeah, so what it was in the house I grew up in.
Connor.
I don't know why, but I thought you were going to say the house fire in 2013.
No.
And my only thought was, you were a fucking child.
No.
Whenever I watch Monster House.
That shouldn't have scared me.
No, so in the house I grew up in, there was a, like, in the hallway, there was like a furnace in the floor, and it like had a grate
In the floor?
Yeah, it was like in the floor.
So you could like stand on it and get your tootsies toasty?
Yeah.
Where you were afraid you were gonna like fall in and burn to death?
Well, yeah, no, I was just terrified of like this pit in the floor outside my room as a child. I was like,
just a pit with a grate of...
yeah, and I was just like, what the fuck? I can fall in there and die.
That's super funny. Oh wow.
So, mine was, at, like, the bottom of the pools, there's just a suction, thing. I would always, like, get scared with, like, getting sucked in. And, but, like, it was also like that with drains for some reason. I was like, there's something leading down there that I don't want to see.
I've also always had an irrational fear of bees. Fuck them bees.
Yeah, you
I was always afraid I'd sit on the toilet, and while I was sitting there and didn't know what was happening, a spider would crawl out of the inside of the toilet and just like bite me, and I'd freak out.
I'd bite it back.
What?
Yeah, I'd bite the spider back.
toilet.
I'd like take a leg. Probably one passing the side legs.
I remember distinctly, there was this one time, I was playing outside, and I found a spider, and I was gonna like run and show it to like my sister or like my mom or something, and I like was holding the spider by one of its legs and I was running with it. And by the time I got back to where I was going, the spider had fallen off and I just had its leg, but the leg was like still twitching and moving in my finger, and I was like, what the fuck? Because I was like 8 years old, I didn't understand how that shit worked. I was like,
All I can think of is like a spider in like a fucking group therapy session is just, God grabbed my leg, but I guess he forgot to detach it before he did, because I was flying till I fell off the thing.
You guys know worms poop?
Yeah.
yeah?
One of my earliest memories is my brother pulling me out of my house, but look, this worm took a shit. It's taking a shit. And there's like a hole in the yard. And he pulls me over, and there's like a little earthworm with like a little brown thing attached to the end of it. And I'm like,
The fact that you said this is one of your earliest memories.
yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
It's at my first house that like, God. I don't even,
That fucking thing.
I moved out of there when I was like 3 or 4.
Destined to have crackhead energy.
That's like the heaviest, like, silent laugh that's ever come out of me. I couldn't breathe. I wasn't ready and just started suffocating.
Them fucking worms be taking
Dookies. I'm trying to think of what else used to fuck. Oh, when I was real little, I was terrified of the Dumbo movie. Because like in a scene they're at in the fucking like circus or something, and then there's all these fucking bouncing faces. And I was like, get the faces off the screen, Mama, please, Mama. And my mom brought home stickers, and they had those faces on them. I would pick around the faces and never pick the other ones, and I'd shut them in a box so I don't have to look at them ever.
You just reminded me of something with the Jumanji fucking thing. I remember so vividly either you or I don't know if you remember him, fucking Logan.
Yeah, I remember Logan.
Yeah, one of you was there, and at this point I had just decided, Jumanji's a terrifying movie to everyone, because I don't think I'm weird, right? I wouldn't be, like, I didn't have any concept of, like, no, maybe I'm just an idiot. It was just, so Jumanji is just a movie that's really scary, and they were like, it was either you or Logan was like, we should watch Jumanji. I was like, okay, but we gotta get ready first. Yes. And I looked at him. I remember looking at him. And I was like, what do you mean by ready? He didn't ask, but I just felt like the entire time I remember being looked at like I was crazy and also thinking like, why is so weird to him? Did I put like a fucking pillow fort and we're sitting there and we're watching Jumanji and I'm watching it like ready to be terrified. Like nothing scary's happening because there's like a 2-year difference between the time I was terrified of it and now, and I'm not realizing that. And to me, it was just, this is terrifying to everyone forever, always, no matter any circumstance. This is the scariest thing ever. And I remember watching it thinking, what the fuck was so scary? What the fuck's happening right now? I thought this was supposed to be scary. What the hell?
On the other hand, have you ever, whenever you were little, did you ever see something that scared the shit out of you, that absolutely should have scared the shit out of you, that you shouldn't have seen? Like a movie or something? Not like somebody getting blown apart by a shotgun in front of your eyes or something, but
are you saying that didn't? Like, it should have?
Yeah, did you ever see like a horror movie or something when you were little that you absolutely like shouldn't have seen?
Oh, okay, then yes.
Or like something, something that you shouldn't have seen that you were like, I know I should have seen that, and fuck, did it or not?
Yeah, I got a couple of those.
I saw 28 Weeks Later, and then that's a zombie movie, and there's a scene in that movie where the dude, the girl is infected, and it's the dude's wife who's infected, and he hasn't seen her, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna give you one goodbye kiss, and he kisses her, and he gets infected, and he fucking gouges her eyes out with his thumbs, and it's a super like explicit, gory scene and super horrible and disgusting. That fucked me up. But then after that movie was over and the credits are rolling, I'm like pretty fucking shook. My sister just looks at me and she's like, do you know that a zombie apocalypse is scientifically possible? And then she just fucking silence, just nothing. She never nothing after that. I didn't.
How old were you?
I was like 9.
Oh, I had a similar experience.
I didn't sleep for 3 months. I was like legitimately. I was so fucking scared.
The movie was pretty freaky, but that same thing was like I had the same experience, but it was Saw.
Oof.
And I seen this woman strapped to a machine by like her arms and has shit attached to her ribs.
I fucking hated
and she has to like
hers.
I think dip her arms in acid to eat away her skins enough to where it'll stop with the blood and the machines will just shut off. But no, she couldn't do it, and it fucking rips her ribs out. She's just dangling there like this, and I was like, oh my god, why?
I'm looking.
Oh, okay. We're recording.
All right.
And I'm sorry, it just looked like the recording stopped. But
woman's ribs are
they're just ripped out.
Yeah, it functions kind of like a bear trap, but like to pull. Like if you attack. Yeah, no, it's awful.
It was probably one of the worst things I've seen.
Dude, those movies are.
God! I was like, I have to know. I want to watch the rest of them.
Oh my
like,
god!
What would lead up to this point?
Have you seen the Saw movies?
Nah,
I
might have saw one of them.
They are.
I saw a rip-off of Saw. I don't remember what it was called, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, if you just want something just to think about, like, how to fucking...
The torture porn.
I want to believe I've seen either 4 or 5 Saws. The thing is, I saw them in succession, so it's all, like, one movie to me.
I said it's torture porn, and 100% I'm into that, and just the look Tim and I gave each other.
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, my eyes like shot up.
So you guys reacted. I was just going with the thought.
So
I'd be buying red rooms.
before we started the podcast, I came down like an asshole and I poured Pepsi on Hunter's ear.
Why did you bring this up now, you fuckhead?
Are you apologizing?
I'm apologizing because I was too fucking high to understand what the fuck was going on for a second. But I was like, "What? But it was an accident." That's like kept repeating. It's over now. It's fine. Yeah, but like after I said that, I went, "Oh shit!" and like it hit me, but I couldn't like explain it, so I never apologized.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, when we goaded Tim to apologize, he said,
Yeah, I'm the worst. Ha ha ha.
yeah, we were like, that's not an apology.
I hate it, because, okay, I think it's mean when you're high. You're just mean.
Yeah.
And, like, the worst part is I come down and you do that and that happens, and I, like, that's why the first thing I was like, so apologize to your cousin, because, like, I know that's all it needed. If that was one of, like, even if that was close to the first thing you said, it would have been fine. But I know if I just tell you to, you're gonna be like, I fucking need to, fuck you. And I'm just in this position where it's like, fucking, come on. And you just kept making it worse. Oh, my eardrums are popped. I can't hear correctly.
Seething.
But I didn't even see like anything drip or anything. I didn't feel like a thing because like sometimes you'd feel the liquid running down. But when I cracked it open, it was like the fizz that was on top, and I didn't know it was there.
What were we talking about before this, so we can stop this one?
You ever shave designs into your pubes?
No.
You guys can grow pubes?
One time for a long time I used to shave only half my pubes, and I'd call it the Skrillex.
Oh my god.
Hold on, no. Why?
Because, I don't know.
How old were you?
I don't know, it's like 13, 14, 15.
So you were roughly old enough to know, like, if I get to have sex with a girl, she's gonna see
She's gonna love the Skrillex.
It had to be before.
They personally asked for it.
It had to be before I was 15 because I was definitely a virgin when I did that. But I think why I did it was because someone I knew had like half their head shaved, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna shave half my pubes." Yeah, I'm gonna shave the other half my pubes.
No, wait,
and then it's gonna complete and then make a full haircut.
I did do it once just to fuck around. So I just made a big line. Like a big line of just fucking pubes.
I'm just gonna get some real nice, like, precision electric razor. And you ever see those girls who etch like a spider web into the side of their head? You do that with
spider web into your pubes.
Yeah, but my dick's the center of the spider
People
web.
would just be like, "Yeah, I want to see that."
Yeah, that actually would be pretty neat.
Tim, you gotta do the Jeff Hardy where you got the two lines going down to the balls.
That's funny.
I want to get abs tattooed on me.
Where?
Like on your dick?
Where? On my eyes.
like a little teardrop. Just a package, just abs.
I want to get front abs, like, but tattooed on my back. They should be on my back. And then whenever I flex, I'm like, "Look at my back, ladies." And I'm like, "Oh, what the hell?
What are you doing? Do you need help?
What the fuck?" So I knew that, like, I asked that purposely knowing that's a dumb question, but I was really hoping that your response would genuinely be, like, yeah, like, on my bicep to fuck around, like, so I'd be like, "Look at me flex my abs." Like, you had some gag attached to it.
Yeah.
You guys ever wonder, like, with in the bathroom how they have the hand dryers? Where's that air coming from?
The fuck do you mean? Where's that
It's
air?
a bathroom air. It's a cycled through.
Yeah, it goes through.
Yeah.
Who cares if it is?
That's what. There's an article.
It's just bathroom air.
Yeah, but your hands
Those
are going to be
things are-
bathroom air
Might as
anyway.
well just fart on your hands.
Those
No,
things
that's
are
different.
You may as well fart on them.
Those things are incredibly disgusting, and they're really they get a lot of germs on your hands whenever they blow air on your hands.
Yeah.
That doesn't
I mean, not for Tim's reasoning, but for like other reasoning.
I know they're awful.
Yeah.
I know they're bad. Like they're bad to choose, but I just mean like I don't understand fully how they get more germs than just if it's just shooting air in a circle. How would there be more germs? That's still the same air you would touch anyway.
The article I read somehow said it sucked germs back up into the thing, and like germs would build up in the in the actual thing. So whenever it blows air out, it just blown germs out.
I guess that would make sense, but wouldn't that
And
just
then
also
sucking
be
them
true
back
for
up.
like anything that has anything going through it? Like
Yeah,
wouldn't that be true for the faucet as well, making this entire
That's
thing?
why I don't drink from the faucet. Quite literally, that's why I don't drink from the faucet. When's the last time you cleaned your faucet?
That's why you get a filter for your
We have one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't drink from the faucets. That wasn't the stance I was
Okay.
taking. I just
I
meant that
just-
had nothing to do with what I
Oh,
was specifically like. What the thing was.
Sorry, my conspiracy theorist was coming out.
You just broke full into. That's why you don't drink from the tap water. But no, it's literally just the concept of
Pap smear water.
there's already germs there. I don't like it in my mind. It just doesn't make fully sense. This isn't even a topic that's actually worth anything. I'm just overthinking it again. Jesse walked in.
I
I was
hope you
watching
can hear
D&D
that.
shit. I was just looking at D&D shit, and they walked in. I was like, when you cast Detect Good and Evil, does it count for like your personal stance on evil, or like black and white, good and evil? Like if I'm a murderer and I see someone murder someone, I'm not gonna think that's a bad thing. I'm just gonna be like, that's cool.
That is a good point. I don't know. Like, you see someone murdering, like, you know what?
That's cool.
I don't like that. I'm not cool with that, actually.
That's not very cash money of you.
So this guy just backhanded my throat a while back, and I think you can hear me go, what?
I really wish we had separate microphones so you could get all this audio, and then stuff like that, you absolutely just like turn down the volume up in the background. So,
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, I just was like, I wonder if I could just, and then I just like chopped his throat gently, and he'd just go.
I keep forgetting we have Synth City on.
Yeah, Synth City.
Connor, start chewing your teeth, you're gonna get gingivitis.
Connor, favorite Sims game.
Sims busting out.
Sims
Your
Busting
original
Out was a
Xbox.
really good one. I had it on GameCube and Game Boy Advance, and you could fucking port your Sims.
Oh, you're kind of flexing.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, like you had games.
I have a Game Boy Advance.
I have a Game Boy Advance SP Blue Edition.
Same.
I
And
was-
Shrek edition.
I was just listening to that
I
episode.
also had Shrek Edition.
And SpongeBob edition.
Alright, well, now you're flexing a little hard.
3 Game Boy Advance
So
SP.
lost.
Because he kept
I
losing
got
them.
So maybe my tag on. And he had all my Game Boy SPs were at his place, so I couldn't go back there. I didn't know if I could go back, so I bought the SpongeBob edition.
Yeah, you start that over. That wasn't.
You didn't say words.
No, I understood him perfectly.
Yeah, no,
He said, give me that, all the SP editions over there. So he couldn't go back, and then he
like shout yelped.
Alright, so
You can do
me
it.
and my dad, we got into like a verbal disagreement out of the house, and I had all my Game Boy SPs there, and I didn't know when I was gonna go back there, so I bought a SpongeBob edition from
Castle
Culture.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then I was going back there, and I grabbed everything,
I really
and I
want.
forgot that I had my Shrek one there.
I really want
That was
us to
like a
get enough traction so that I can just order a fan to slow the original yell part down to see if it is the exact same words.
Oh, no, I understood
can do
exactly
that.
what he said.
Have you guys? I'm sorry. Have you guys ever won like a prize at like Walmart, where like you could win a Game Boy SP.
Oh, the little
like
push it down, push it down, get down.
Like big shit.
I won a tablet at my school one time during like a raffle. You put your name into a thing, and they pick a random person. I won like a tablet, and it was a fucking piece of shit. And anytime it would auto turn off from like the screen would turn off from inactivity, you couldn't turn it back on. And you had to restart it. Power it off. Yeah, you had to power it off and power it back on and put the password in, and then you had to use it until it would like auto power off, and then yeah, it was I fucking hated that thing.
So that's not the fabled tablet?
Huh? No, that tablet I used as a surfboard.
What?
I don't know what fucking tablet you're talking
So
about.
I won a PS Vita. You had to like cut the line. Yeah.
Oh my
You had to
god.
like cut the line.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It was like it was like so fucking thin that if you breathed on it, it would fall. And I seen it, and I was like, Mom, like, we gotta spend like $20 and get like this fucking $300 system. And we spent like $5 and got it.
Nice.
Dude.
And like people were crowded around me too. And like everybody started clapping. I won it. And I was like, go away. Why are you here?
Leave me alone. I'm gaming.
Yeah, like I'm fucking winning.
So fun fact, I remember Tim's PSP Vita. I remember it so vividly. And for a second there, I thought you were talking about like when you were playing it in school, people gathered around you and started clapping. And I was thinking like, what's he doing? No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
What is he like? Is he that ashamed of this that he has to change it that much?
This guy's chasing clouds.
And I won it.
Fucking...
There's people like, dude, that's
Like
fucking sick.
Well,
like,
that's way more believable than just like you're out playing. And like you're doing so good.
you're doing so fucking good now.
But what I was gonna say was I remember that because neither of us knew what the Vita meant. And we had never owned a PSP before. So Tim's sitting there, and he has one of the games. And if you've seen a PSP game, it's in a little it's a disc inside a little plastic cartridge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've played the PSP.
Okay, I don't know. Tim looks at it and he's like, "Oh, it's still in a little plastic thing. It's not gonna work." And I'm like, "I think it's supposed to be." He goes, "I don't think so."
No fucking way. Did I actually?
I don't think it's plastic. And you're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go get it." I remember so much that you told me that you got it.
Wait, what happened?
You know PSP games, how they're in like a little plastic cartridge part and the disc? You know what I'm talking about?
Nah.
Here.
Okay, so
it's about it for a second.
Hold on. To understand this, I gotta just pull up.
It's worth it.
And why you guys just like taking the disc out of the thing and you're not supposed to?
Yeah, it's a disc in a little case with a little hole fixed.
Yeah, so it sticks in, and Tim's like, "Oh, look at this plastic." I'm like, I don't see how it couldn't be. Like, that's a sealed plastic. And Tim's like, "No, because it's a disc. If it's more than a disc." Like, in my mind, I fully was like, maybe Tim's right, because like it is just a disc. We're dumb children, and Tim's just like, "Oh, let's go, get it out of there." And I remember so much that you told me you got one out, and we're like, it worked fine. Somebody told me in childhood that I remember like little lines you would say that I absolutely knew were like, obviously you didn't want to admit you were wrong, so you're just actually lying to me.
Obviously, we gotta do this. Because I have a PS. We gotta take like a shitty game out.
Do you have a PSP charger?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I might need to use it because I just found my PSP and... Oh my god.
Oh no! There's got mine!
Please, dude.
But yeah, no, that was one of my favorite thoughts is the PSP Vita, because like for so long I was just like, it definitely didn't work. Because the next week you were like, yeah, you gotta download all the games, so there's no...
Yeah,
But then we never discussed the fucking apparent disc you busted open and didn't work.
Yeah, so... You had to like go to the website and like type in your like Sony shit or whatever, and it just took like fucking 3 hours to download a fucking game.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that you guys are Xbox players.
Yeah, Xbox.
Not even that.
PSNs, you don't have them.
PSN.
PlayStation Network.
I think I actually do. I think I made one for my for when I got the PS3.
Well,
I don't know though.
You guys want to go to Dubai?
Yeah.
the PS Vita was basically
friend-
just the Switch a little ahead of its time.
My friend Milk went to Dubai.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
And she was riding on camels and shit.
Wow.
Yeah, and then like big like sand desert.
That's
That's
fucking metal.
wild
It was
as
actually the
hell.
coolest
Wait.
thing I've ever seen.
Can there be a different kind of desert?
Well, yeah. There can be like snow deserts. But I mean, just like, imagine like the most stereotypical desert like you can think of.
I'm just more stuck into the concept. What is going on with the computer?
But piece of shit.
I was more just under the concept of like, does desert refer to the fact that it's sand for miles and miles, or is desert just the look of what?
I think a desert refers to there's no precipitation, possibly. Or there's less than like an inch of precipitation a year or some shit.
Okay, so it couldn't be. So snow couldn't be a desert.
Yeah, I mean, if it's snowing, no. But if it's like permafrost build up and like snow, yeah. I guess. I think Antarctica. I heard this the other day. I don't know if this is true. I could just be super high and believe anything that people say on the internet. I heard Antarctica. It doesn't actually really snow in on Antarctica that much. The permafrost is so big that it's so cold on the poles that it just stays. The snow just stays. But now it doesn't stay because of global warming. It's retreating.
Okay, so a desert is a dry, barren area of land, especially one covered with sand, that is desolate, waterless, and without vegetation.
What are you talking
Okay,
about?
so like the Arctic tundra couldn't technically be a desert because
I don't think so.
I just typed in snow desert, but actually I typed in desert because I don't know the difference.
I did the same thing. Yeah.
Can deserts have snow?
It can snow in deserts, but, like, no, there are no, like, permanently snowy deserts.
Polar deserts are one of the
Polar
two polar
deserts?
biomes.
Okay, yes, then.
We're going
You just
heavy
learned
into
a thing.
science bunker tonight.
Oh, man.
Understanding what the world used to be before, we just got trapped in this bunker forever.
You want to talk about science.
That sounds like a transition that you're going into something. So.
No, it's not.
No, that was all.
It's it.
I thought snow
I'm
formed.
fucking munted right now, bro.
Did you say bunted?
I'm
He said
munted.
munted, love.
I'm fucking munted.
This lad is munted.
like-
Fucking munty mole
I'm
over
like,
there.
I'm
am I
like
right?
zoning in and out. I'm like, whoa.
You know, I'm definitely like...
I thought snow fucking melted. I thought snow formed at 32 degrees, but this just says if it's 41 degrees, snow cannot form. So does that mean snow can form at like 39 degrees?
Whoa.
Have I been lied to my whole life?
Maybe not. If
I
it
mean,
just says that it can't form at 41, that just means...
I mean, I guess they're not wrong.
Yeah, that's not wrong.
Standing back.
The snow cannot form at 103 degrees. We swear, please believe us.
Science has proved it. I don't believe in science, though. I think snow can form at 103 degrees. And you know what? I'm going to make it next time on...
I don't know.
Oh, I remember what my question was. I was going to say it might be my high brain, but I feel like that would depend on what essentially the actual definition of snow is. Does snow refer to what's like it has to be falling for it to be snow? Like, does it have to come from the sky, or does the frost on the end of on the leaves out there technically count as snow? Because that shows up way before, like,
I need to get
flurries.
water.
Gecko has waffle fries, and just that's always a good time to me.
Okay, but Taco Bell has nacho fries.
I did. I say that was bad.
They skipped yelling the nacho.
Dude, they really did skimp me on the nacho fries. And they crushed my taco.
Yeah, this dude got fucked over. I was like, alright,
Moment on the bus.
It's not
I don't
appropriate. Go to
Talking
jail.
about a taco.
Yeah, they crushed my taco.
Connor, go to jail.
Go to jail.
Get out of here. Go to jail. Go. Come on. Don't get him his coat.
Put her in jail noise or something.
Okay.
But yeah, Tim was like, you drive, I'll buy Taco Bell. And I got a nacho fry box. And they fucking gave me like half a serving of fries. And they squashed my taco.
Did you fucking go back and rub their nose in it?
No, I fucking sat and ate it like the little bitch I am. Felt sorry for myself about it. Fucking drank my Baja Blast. Felt that inside.
I don't really know why, but I keep getting these fucking recommended. You know what Quora is?
No.
Quora? Like
Yeah.
the question site?
Yeah, they fucking keep emailing me all these random questions that people ask and like random answers. And like as of lately, they're real heavily about the military for some reason. And I got this really fucking good one the other day. That's like every now and then I'll read one, because like a lot of them are like really abusive parents. Like, should I destroy my son's Xbox because he got a B on test? People are like, no, you fucking psychopath. And they're like, I'm gonna do it anyways. I did it. But this one I got was like, why don't law enforcement officers, this one's kind of like a legitimate question, which is why I think it's fascinating. So you guys actually will probably learn something from this. Why don't law enforcement officers use tranquilizer guns when they're shooting someone as a way to control the situation without definite consequences? And I was like, you're onto something maybe. Then we just shoot them with a little ketamine dart and they'll be tripping and you don't gotta worry about nothing. No, on a SWAT raid, I borrowed a tranquilizer dart gun from the animal control officer to try to tranquilize a German Shepherd. He asked me how big the dog was since the thing had tried attacking me since I was reconning the site. I shrugged and said about 100 pounds. He gave me the appropriate dart for a 100-pound dog. I perfectly placed the dog into the dog's right hind quarter. The dog took 4 more steps and then just fell over and passed out. As soon as the dog went down, we went and did our shit and we executed our search warrant. The dog died from the tranquilizer dart. He was 85 pounds, not 100. Kinda hard to tell the dog's weight when he was growling and barking in your face. But recently we had to shoot a Rottweiler and hope not to kill another dog.
Oh my god.
And basically what they're saying is like, oh yeah, but down here it's how would you like being on the stand being asked by the defense lawyer suing you for $20 million where you got your medical training to administer powerful drugs to the person they're trying to defend. So if you shot someone with a dart, their lawyer could be like, oh, you're not a doctor. You can't be administering drugs like that.
Did you write a prescription for that?
And also, you can overdose someone on tranquilizers if it's like 20 pounds too heavy.
Oh my god.
20 pounds too light for your dose.
Connor's fucking on a roller coaster next to me.
You have no idea right now.
Dude, I fucking know. I've eaten like 6 grams of mushrooms before.
Like, I don't know why.
Watch your table.
I know, I'm trying. I'm very much trying. I took my hand away.
Especially
from
with that nice water right there.
Alright, yeah,
I'm not gonna spill the water.
let's kill Connor if he spills one more
away
liquid.
from the fucking water, because this happened like
You were
someone
kicking the
dropping
table.
I was trying. No, I'm trying not to. But it's like it happened like someone dropping an anchor into the ocean. It just fucking hit so hard, so fast. My eyes literally started shaking like rapidly. And it was as soon as I grabbed the water, they started shaking. And I was like, "What's happening? Is this what the fuck is happening?" And it just fucking kept falling. Holy shit!
I like melting cheese and throwing it on bugs, and they can't go nowhere now.
So,
Yeah.
so NASA, give me like
NASA?
give me your own thing that you make NASA into your own thing, like I'm sorry, I can't get words right now.
Nazi astronauts suck ass.
Yeah. Actually, I came up with an analogy for that. It's the NaziAmericanSpacetimeAdministration.
What's that? What?
Make an acronym is what he was
NASA.
trying to say.
Yeah, it's the NaziAmericanSpacetimeAdministration.
Happy that you're the one who got that because I couldn't explain.
I thought about this in advance. I have that answer was prepared.
What about BAMF?
Vamp.
Baby ass math fuck.
God damn it!
Yeah, that was mine.
That was gonna be the fucking punchline, but yeah.
Bitch and mouth fingers.
Bitch and mouth fingers.
Yeah, mouth.
Mouth, my bad. Not mouth, mouth. Bitch and mouth fingers.
Bitch and mouth fingers. I don't know.
You gave the correct answer.
WTF.
Why the flies?
That was pretty good. I was thinking like warthogs.
Mine was why the females.
Warthogs tell fudge.
Alright, Connor. ROFL.
Right? Oh, Lord Tit. I don't know, man. I can't force it.
It's rats on flying lizards, you dumb sack of shit.
Riding on feeding lizards.
What was it?
ROFL. Mine was rats on flying lizards.
Wait, what is that?
I don't know.
What is did you just make that one up, or is that actually?
That's an actual one.
What is that?
Rolling on the floor laughing. God, it's like you didn't grow up in the fucking Y2K era.
I didn't have a cell phone till like it actually got to the point where people started thinking that was dumb and stopped using it.
I fucking deformed the cap to this bottle. Now it won't fit. Just kidding, it fits.
Right.
Now with the weather. It's fucking cold.
I wish we had the fucking ability to do something like that without just being outright copying.
Alright, one more. LMAO.
Last miserable astronaut ostracized.
Last May, I ate oranges.
Let my ass out.
My brain all foggy.
That's what mine did. That's why I just said the first word that came to mind for every letter.
Like 3. I can't function on 4.
Little midgets around Orlando.
Oh, that's my favorite. Little midgets around Orlando.
Dude, I swear I'm dyslexic.
Yo, same.
Like, I can't.
You saw me reading Monster Pump. Monster.
Light monkeys
sequel's
ask
coming
orangutans.
What?
Light monkeys ask orangutans.
They do be asking.
They do be asking.
Tim, what I was saying was, you've seen me be dyslexic. You've watched me read out the stuff from Monster Prom.
Oh, yeah.
I can't read for shit. I actually think I'm dyslexic.
Dude, I fucking hated getting called on to read in class.
I didn't mind
That's
it.
like, my heart, like, skipped. It would go...
But no, I asked my mom, like, a couple weeks ago, I was like, is it possible I'm dyslexic? And she was just like, yeah, probably. It'd explain a lot, wouldn't it? And I'm like, huh, I guess so.
But I remember you saying that in another Skunk Bunker, I think.
I'm sure I did, because it's just hilarious to me, the concept that this entire time I could have a genuine reason for not being able to read easily. I just thought I was an idiot. I might have an actual disability that causes it. I might not just be stupid. And, like, to me, it's the greatest news I've ever heard.
Good for you, Connor. You might not be an idiot.
Right?
Me and Tim were playing Xbox the other night, and I was on 4chan. And I was on 4chan, and I was reading this thing about, this dude was like, I want to know why people do heroin in their arm as opposed to, like, other ways. And, like, if you do heroin, like why do you, like, how and why do you do it the way you do it? And the first comment was, I smoke it because I'm a moron, but I'm not no retard.
That's funny.
we were having a fucking piss for like 15 minutes about that.
Holy shit, that is
I'm a moron, but I'm not a retard.
I was fucking solid, mate.
But yeah, the Monster Prom is a game I want to play on Skunk Bunker real bad.
It was a fun game.
It would be. I think it'd be phenomenal with the four of us.
I can't have the Demigorgon. She
try
turn me
again.
down all time.
You just need to have her step on you.
Yes.
Do you know what Monster Prom is, Hunter?
I would have spit in my mouth.
Dating thing.
Yeah.
It sounds close enough to monster porn that I am signed up. Tim smacking me, send help.
Dude, I'm gonna turn into...
I found this Bell Vernon gecko.
I'm just gonna smack this shit out of you.
How far is Sheets?
Sheets is about 8 miles that way.
Is it literally 8 miles?
Yeah. It's like a mile and a half.
No, 8 miles.
It ended up being about
fucking crazy.
Wait, hold on. It
You
is.
say with one...
6 to 7 minutes.
Hold on.
I thought it was like 15 minutes off.
It was like 15 minutes and I
It feels
That's
that
about
way,
15
doesn't it?
minutes.
Hold on. It's 3 miles.
Hey,
Chunk that's definitely getting cut out.
Yeah, I
I
guess.
forgot we were recording.
Yeah, me too. But I'm
Oh,
fucking
shit,
hungry
yeah.
now.
Well, what are
But
we
my
at?
stomach is eating itself alive.
We're at 51. We still gotta go for a couple more minutes, especially after that.
Okay, so basically all I was going to say was that Monster Prom is a multiplayer dating, so you're all trying to date people like at the same time. It takes turns with the characters, and it really is just really funny.
So can you cuck each other?
Yes!
We can play it, like, today.
I thought you were gonna say we can cuck each other.
In a sense, you can. I mean, you can steal someone else's girl by also pursuing them.
Yeah, so you can cuck them.
Well, I mean, that's not technically what cucking is, but that's what the internet seems to think like it means when they use it as an insult.
Look, I'll cuck
I thought it was a box of Marlboro Light 100s.
Marlboro Menthol Black 100.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
bing bing.
that's it. But I was like, Connor, when did you start smoking? And
You know
yes,
what
it
I'm
was
wondering?
that
When the
specific.
fuck did I get, like, I don't remember getting in this position.
My mom smokes Marlboro Light 100.
Alright.
Coincidence? I think
not. Oh, hey, say coincidence? I think not.
Fucking X-Files, X-Team Files.
X-Team Files, yeah.
You ever burn your
Epstein
hair
file.
off?
So hitting a bull, I burn my eyebrows, I burn my hair, burn my eyelashes.
Have you guys heard about Kanye West fucking Jeffree Star?
What?
You're lying.
Way to date it. But no, he's not. That's a...
It's a
there.
bit.
Yeah, no.
I still gotta look at. You know, Kanye and
It's not
Kim
a bit.
Kardashian are getting a divorce.
Yeah,
because of this.
Wait, what?
Because of this. Because supposedly Kanye did something with Jeffree Star.
Huh?
The, like, weird makeup person.
Wait, are you for sure?
Like,
I've seen like a couple headlines, but I'm not.
I've seen memes.
I saw it somewhere.
What makes you think?
Claims a wild amount of rappers slot. Huh?
It might have been a joke article, but
I mean, like, yeah, this is right here. I just typed in Kanye West and like Jeffree Star dressed as Kanye West affair rumor. We never hung out. Kanye West and Kim Kardashian currently separated in marriage counseling. Jeffree Star claims a wild amount of rappers slide into the DMs after denying Kanye West.
I don't understand why that would happen.
Jeffree Star has officially stated that he and Kanye West have never hooked up.
I'd probably fuck Jeffree Star.
Okay,
No,
no,
Jeffree Star?
no, that's not what I mean.
Oh, fuck.
No,
I don't know.
guys are
Maybe I
talking
wouldn't. I was thinking of James Charles.
I don't know. Well, I'm no slim.
I'll fuck James Charles. Jeffree Star's ugly.
Ew, what the fuck is that?
It's Jeffree Star.
Nah.
Yeah, good thing I changed my mind before Tim was showing a picture.
Yeah, no, Jeffree Star's racist. Jeffree Star wouldn't fuck black
yeah.
dude.
Okay,
Isn't
no,
James
no.
Charles, dude? Didn't he say the N-word on stream or something?
I think a lot of
That was
people.
PewDiePie.
Yeah, dude, PewDiePie was like, yo,
Didn't
N-word.
PewDiePie have like a KKK fucking outfit hanging up in it, or didn't he like put it on?
No, he had like a knockoff World War II like Hitler outfit that he put it on for 2 seconds, and there was like a sad like German music playing, and he had like a tear coming down, and then like that was like the whole bit, and people were like, he's racist. It was some shit like that. It was something
Yeah, everyone's
nuts.
cool with the fucking.
I was like, what? He just pulled. He's from Sweden. He just casually pulls KKK right out.
Yeah,
What a weird bandwagon to jump on from Sweden. Like, you're just over there like,
dude, I remember
these people in America burning each other. They seem like good guys.
I got sent to, like, the principal's office. I got, like, ISS or whatever. And
International Space Station.
Yeah.
I got sent to the International Space Station at school.
We would be in, like, this room where there's a painted window of, like, the outside, but there's nowhere that leads outside.
Wasn't it just, like, next to another classroom?
Yeah, it's dead center. It was like next to all 4 walls of concrete.
Trying not to say.
But, yeah, and the fucking room was so hot. It had to be, like, fucking at least 20 degrees hotter than, like, the actual school's, like, regular temperature. Because there's just no, like, way to filter it out. And it was, like, oh. So, and the teachers would be, like, so close to you, so you literally couldn't do anything but, like, study, or, like, you couldn't, like, even look off your books. But I remember we got brought up to lunch, and when we're eating lunch, we either, like, eat in the cafeteria isolated, or we get taken to the principal's office to eat there. And we did. And I was with, like, a senior, and I was a freshman. Like, there's a bunch of other douchebags in there. And they turn on some racist shit where it was, like, this guy got into a car, and he brought, like, his KKK robes, and was like, you have these washed? Like, can you wash these? And they're like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's the Amazing Racist.
Yeah, they put... Yeah.
Yeah, that's just, like, a whole... It's fake.
Stupid.
I think it's funny. Sometimes.
Is that the guy who went around like a fucking Jewish market and was like, do you apologize for your crimes against Jesus?
I don't like know too many of his videos. I just know a couple of shenanigans that he's been up to.
Yeah, like, I just remember
some
watching it,
CAJs?
and I was like, what?
Crimes against Jesus?
It's pretty bizarre.
I touched my eyeball.
Yeah, no, I fucking
It's very early
knew
2000s.
a kid who is probably now fucking... He's probably a neo-Nazi, if we're gonna be honest, but I won't disclose names.
Oh, Shane Funko Pop?
Yeah, Shane Funko Pop.
So you actually...
Yeah, I know what you're talking... I know who you're talking about. Shane Funko Pop, if that gives it to you.
In case I haven't told the story of the first time I met him, yes. This is the same person who they were like, you have a dark sense of humor. Go check him out. He's also got a dark sense of humor. And he's like shooting a basketball.
Oh my God.
And he gets the basketball. I'm like, hey, I'm Connor. And just props the basketball up, ready to shoot. Just drops her head and looks at me and just goes, what's the difference between a rock and a dead baby? I'm like, I don't know. What? Can't fuck a rock. Shoots the ball, doesn't look, misses wildly, and is just staring me in the eyes and just goes, fucking nailed it. And then proceeds to go get the ball. This is the same person, one more, who was so adamantly talking with his buddy in our chemistry class that he was going to do a reskin of Mario Kart and call it Super Nazi Kart Racers, and they were rattling off the characters, and not, like, I didn't find any of them funny. Like, they were all like uncomfortable. It was Hitler in the Super Nazi mobile, like Winston Churchill, what the fuck, Elie Wiesel in his rolling gas chamber, and then but the last one was FDR in his wheelchair called the New Deal, and I don't know why, but I like spat at that one so hard.
Fucking God.
That's pretty good. That's
so
pretty solid. I like that one.
But it was so weird, and the problem was, it wasn't like, it didn't sound like people who were like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if that was a thing we could do? It sounded like people, two guys who knew they could do it in like an hour and were actually going to. Like, I believe there exists a copy of Super Nazi Kart Racers for the GameCube.
Someone made fucking Mr. Krabs overdoses on ketamine and dies.
It's a game, bro.
SpongeBob, my boy.
I'm pretty. Connor's about to spit his drink out his nose.
I've overdosed on ketamine.
Go on, watch the table with your feet.
So, I was in history class, and I used to get called Spaghetti Head 2.0. And the guy that called me Spaghetti Head 2.0, he's in the behind me, and we were doing like a thing like the study, so we were doing like a game, and we were going around, and like right when it's getting like close to my turn, he's like, "Hey Tim, want to see who's running for president?" And he pulls it up. And it's a guy with a boot on his head.
Vermin Supreme.
Yeah. And this is like the first time he ran. So he's just like, yeah, there's a guy with a boot in our office and running for office, and it was a picture of him just like with his face all drooped down, and he's just looking. He looks like he looked mentally challenged.
He looks like a man who, if you put him in a dark room and told him to dress up as a wizard, this is what he would.
He gave me a very brief description of him. He was like, yeah, he has a white beard, has a boot on his head that's like 3 feet tall, and he wants to give a pony to every American citizen.
I'm with it.
And I was like, yeah.
He also like rhymes chants to make people not gay and throws fairy dust at them, which is just like a bag of glitter he carries around.
Yeah, he's like tossing it at politicians and stuff.
He throws it at an interviewer. I love, like, he's an awful racist man, but...
Is he actually?
Oh my god, yeah, like a lot of his policies are like really racially charged. Which the weird part is the fact that we're actually, like, entertaining the concept of him enough to ask him what his policies in office are.
Well, I think that's like, you have to ask those.
If he's running for office,
yeah, that's like a... That's
no, you don't just be like, this man made me laugh, he get to run my country.
No, I mean, he shouldn't be able to run for office. He's...
I mean...
Yo, I want a nice brownie.
I'm not.
Take it or leave it.
Just fine.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
Sonic booms.
From where?
Anywhere.
How?
I would, like, amplify... Well, this was, like, kind of, like, our dumb shit with, our OC's fucking My Hero Academia.
In case you guys haven't noticed, I am a shitty little fucking gremlin person, and apparently I have to make fan fiction in my head about everything I watch.
Well, like, I don't know.
And now I've roped them into it.
I don't know how I would, like, if I made a sound, I would,
bro.
I would try to frequency that, like, sound, like, that I make. So, like, if I snap my fingers, I can, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Amplify the, like, sound that it makes. But, like, if I do it too, like, it's hard to control.
So, do you want sound powers, or because I've always been taking this as like concussive blasts,
kind of like a shockwave type of situation. Like, I don't know, like.
Alright, so now we're in electricity.
No, not like that. Like
I know, I'm fucking with you on that one.
Ground,
like a tremor.
Not like a. It's like. Like,
I can see there's something so clear in your head, but we don't have the tools to get it out.
Like, it's kind of like a huge air blast kind of type of situation. Like, you're just like...
Yeah, I got what you mean. Like a sonic boom.
Yeah, like a sonic boom. Yeah. I guess you could say... Didn't I say sonic booms?
Yeah, the first,
okay,
that was the first
like,
thing you said.
Yeah, sonic
No,
booms.
I know, but I was taking sonic booms in my head as something other than what you were describing. Because what you were describing was going into, like, sound stuff. And, like, specifically it's, for lack of a better way, of, like, sound waves. And, in my mind, when I was hearing it... What? What does this matter?
What?
You just fucking look at each other and chuckling like, oh, it's funny, you talk. Like, we're not supposed to pull some shit out of our ass because we kept saying bad things at the beginning.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, we didn't say nothing. Shit.
Anyone who looks at Jesse and chuckles while I'm talking, I don't trust.
But how? And I was like, What do you mean? with the sonic booms, you're like, yeah, but like how?
He's like, no, sonic.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what do you mean? Like,
Alright,
I don't know. I was just trying to get like, I thought you were trying to.
What's your power?
Oh god, it depends on the day. Like,
Didn't you say like negative, man?
yeah, that's like a real complex one that like is gonna take a minute to fucking explain.
What is yours? Like flying?
Well, I'll get to mine. What's yours?
My power is being able to turn people into clowns.
Alright, I like your thinking, Jesse, because my power is to make my toenails grow.
Mine is my superpower is called Clown Beam. I shoot a beam and it turns people into
I thought you were gonna
clowns.
say something fucking foul, like
Panty soaker.
Hold up! That's
I can smell all the women's socks in the world.
I can smell a woman's sock by looking at her.
Whenever I look at a girl, I get a full catalog of every scent she's getting off.
You need those earthy toes.
looking at her.
I want to smell the back of her throat.
Yeah, any body part. Any body part, you can fucking like it's like a little thing. Anytime you see a woman, you just click on one of their body parts, you smell it instantaneous.
I would.
you can like overload it, so it's like for something 40 minutes. You fucking
You pick multiple parts at the same time. You're like, armpit, fucking titties.
My olfactory glands in my head, they would be at 100 like all day. Every time I see a girl, I'm like, what you hiding, babe?
Dude, it would be Rainforest Cafe 24/7.
Rainforest Cafe? What's that?
It's a cafe where it's all jungle noises, you know, the ambiance.
Oh, you mean when I get...
yeah, when your pee-pee gets on you. It's callback.
So now I'm smelling and I'm emitting sound. It's only a fucking scratch and sniff with an FM AM radio attached to it.
No, but
so much.
for real, like
I love these gummies, man.
Oh.
This is great.
for real though, like what superpower would you actually have?
Probably invisibility or like live forever or something.
Living forever would suck.
Yeah, that'd be the worst. The heat up of the universe would come and you'd just be floating there like...
Alright, I'll change
immortal?
it. I'll be able to kill myself on command. But until then, I live forever.
Live forever with a death slip.
Yeah, I just have a switch.
What happens? Do you just let your body go shut down, or do you explode?
Yeah,
Like you shrink inward and explode.
I just ragdoll.
It's like a
No, it just causes the apocalypse when it dies.
Yeah. When you do it, I was like, can you be like a huge fucking explosion? Like it's the world's biggest catastrophe.
No,
Whenever I fucking
when you do kill switch.
When people are like pushing you around, you're like, dude, I'm a little death switch. Like I'll fucking go off. And then they're like,
I don't want to kill myself. Just
Yeah, no, hold on, you live forever.
you kill yourself on.
You live forever, you just kill yourself on
immortal until I want to die.
Yeah, and what happens is when you won't die, your head blows up, and then out of your corpse just comes 1,000, like, billion locusts, just fucking swarming the earth.
I just want to go to like a playground of kids and be like, I want to go to a playground of kids and be like, you kids want to see what I can do? I can make a lot.
Want to see a magic trick?
I'm like, I can make a lot of noises. And it's like, it's a bunch of locust wings.
Oh my god, no. I changed my power to being able to shoot locusts out of my hands.
Listen, I immediately forgot about the locusts, and all I thought was you were still alive. You're gonna blow up and destroy the world. You were just some kid who was like, "Hey, you wanna see a magic trick?"
He's kidding you. No, okay, because you gotta think, like, you have a group of, like, 7 or 8, 6 to 10-year-olds, and you're like, you want to see a magic trick? And I'm like, yeah! And then your head just explodes and bugs just come pouring out of your body. They're all like,
There was a fucking. There's a scene in Bruce Almighty. It's not kids, but he's just fucking vomits locusts at them. There's a bunch of
I remember that scene.
Yeah, there's a bunch of gangsters harassing him, and he vomits an insane amount of locusts at them, and they go running and screaming because a grown man just spit 8 billion bugs in your face, and they're running away, and he makes a monkey fly out of a guy's ass.
Dude, locusts are so fucking. Did you ever hear a locust just by itself, how it snaps? Yeah, how they hit off the wall so hard you can literally hear them dink off. I was going outside, okay, and it was near the end, and I'm going in and I hear. It literally sounded like a fucking airplane, and it goes into what?
Yeah, that's the end of a what?
you're near the end.
Yeah, the fucking mushroom clouds overhead, the sky is red.
We're right near the end. I gotta see locust.
So at the end of my
there's thousands of locusts.
Okay. I was taking out the garbage.
Okay.
And I went outside and I let a locust in. And it was bouncing off the fucking walls and shit. It was dude, they're so fucking huge. They're just banging off, and I'm like, what is that? What is it? I'm pointing at it
I want to use a garbage bag full of locust as a vibrator.
It ended up dying.
I hate you.
God's name. He who is not real, why would you allow this boy to say this?
God, I can.
You know what, Hunter?
God, I can smell pussy. I know you're real.
Hunter, go to Sheets and think about what you've done.
I might go to Sheets actually.
You can smell a girl's foot just by looking at it.
I'd smell her heel. I'd smell underneath her toenails. I'd smell her gooch with little. Girls' gooch is only a centimeter long. Yeah, I want to smell that centimeter specifically.
No, listen. Every time I say that, all I think is a cowboy title where they're he healed up 1,000 banks. He made it through the desert with no water. He can smell a girl's foot.
Looking at her. Any superhero, supervillain that just their powers to give off different odors. Are you asking? I feel that would be a thing for some reason.
My fucking counter.
Yeah, giving off you could get off very
it's weird to say that because I was just thinking
very toxic, disgusting.
I was just thinking, what if my superpower I can smell a girl? I just a girl walks in, I'm like, oh!
She hasn't showered in a couple of weeks. You're like, ah!
Man, that would fucking suck. So.
And then Elliot goes back for a second where he's like, okay.
For powers for
cheesy.
For powers for you, every time I just think of that thing that Tim came up for a My Hero one, which is you can heighten one of your senses, but you lose one of your other ones.
But you can't choose which one you lose, but you can keep the one that you want to enhance.
You pick the one you get to enhance, and then any other one randomly could go.
Permanently?
No, just for while you're doing it.
See, that would suck because if you're doing anything but sight and then you just randomly go blind.
Well, no, the idea is
you'd be like, whoa!
It's put on a character that is.
Martial saran wrap over your head.
Yeah, so like
a ninja, so they physically know how to compensate with that new sense. A dog can tell where it is at all times just by smell. Now you can do that, and you.
Yeah, you ever think about animals go blind and all they have is hearing and smell?
Yeah.
That's why they have heightened ears and a nose because of because in case they're not gonna be able to afford getting your dog's eyes.
Yeah, no, you can't afford a walking stick for your dog.
Yeah,
get him those little sunglasses.
Yeah.
Do you remember that picture I took of the?
Hold on, I want to put it as a ringtone. I want Tim's Wheezy. Yeah.
Remember that picture I sent of the lizard shooting blood out of its eyes?
Yeah.
That was fuck.
Nice. Fucking nice.
I got fucking ash in my eye earlier today.
I get fryer grease from my work in my eye sometimes, and that shit doesn't feel good.
Oh, dude,
It's probably permanent damage.
pizza sauce will melt my knuckles.
Dude,
I fucking...
like my
So,
fucking shirt's too tight. I can't pull it up.
Our manager at Little Caesars, she's like, so when you're doing wings, you can like grab the paper that's in like is in like the pan, because it's not hot, and you can put it into like the little package that like you put the wings in.
Yeah.
And she like does it, and then she goes like that, and it flings hot fucking like wing juice into her eye, like the grease. She's like, I'm in the middle of like putting names on pizza. I was like, what is this? And then this bitch, the same day, has the audacity to be like, we fucked up on like the flavors of wings, so one of them had to be like garlic, and it was for like this portal order, so we had to get it in fast. Just like run them under the water, wash it off, and then that she wasn't gonna cheese. But I was like, we can just make new ones and still make the order. Why do you want to run them underwater? Is that your first reaction? You're a fucking manager.
My manager, when sometimes they'll put the wrong cheese on a burger at my work, and my manager will like, sometimes like people will check before the order goes out just to make sure. And if someone like gets a weird order, sub cheese, and sometimes whenever like I'll leave cheese on the burger just a little too long and it's super melted, and then it'll be like the wrong cheese, and my manager just like, it's fine, just scrape it off and throw another piece of cheese on it. In the end of the day, I ended up like cutting half the burger off because just like get rid of any evidence there was another piece of cheese, and I throw like 2 pieces of cheese on top of it, and then just like this fucking disgrace of a meal that's like $12. And my manager's like, yeah, looks good to me.
It's okay. I definitely had someone today, they ordered a pizza, it had half pineapple, or not half pineapple, had half pepperoni and mushroom, and they were both supposed to be on the same half, but I put half pepperoni and half mushroom on separate halves. I didn't realize by the time it was already out of the oven, I was like, it's going out.
It'd be like that sometimes. Like, I'm fucking sending it, love. I'll deal with it later when it comes back.
The other day when I opened on my own, some girls came in, and they were like, we want to order just regular pizza, but like with the garlic drizzle. And I was like,
Sure.
what? And she looks at her friend and she's like, are you sure it's that? And she's like, you guys might not do it here. I'm like, I just have like, I could put garlic sauce on your pizza if you want.
Oh man.
And you're like, I might need it, go for it.
Did you put the wing sauce?
Yeah, it's not like a light like sauce. It's almost like a paste, honestly.
Yeah, it comes out like a thick line, like toothpaste.
Listen, there's a reason for that, though, and I can tell you why, and I understand why you're thinking this. It's coming out like that because it's mostly like a butter-type substance, so that's the, like, cooler butter solidifying more. When it's actually tossed with the wings, like, it gets... I put, like, the lightest bit, like, kind of, like, crisscross on the top of the pizza, and then just, like, put a bunch of Parmesan cheese over top that. We're like, here, this is what I've made, if anyone asks.
Hold.
I'm craving for a cigarette.
So there was another time where, this was recent, where I'm working with Jesse, and somebody orders, like, a 5-meat feast or something like that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And
5-meat feet.
Yeah. And we don't have beef. And Jesse's like, I'm gonna call the guy. And like, this is in the middle of like somewhat of like not like a rush, but like we have a couple orders. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna call the guy and be like, yeah, we don't have any beef. And I already made the pizza. Like, it was practically made. It just didn't have the beef on it. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna be like, yeah, we don't have any sausage.
No,
So what else? Or beef. We don't have any beef.
Do you want another top? I was gonna ask him if you want another topping.
And I was like, who the fuck cares? Dude, we're getting slapped. This guy can deal without any fucking beef for once.
Yeah, every time someone the only pizza that the beef is on is the 5-meat feast. That is literally the only thing they can get beef
Because
We have chicken at my work that only comes on one salad, and I fucking hate cooking that shit.
on. Well, I don't know if it's the same for your chicken, but the thing about the beef is the fact we're a small place, don't have a freezer, so we have to keep like a small amount of what comes in a huge order.
We just have not been getting beef.
Yeah, no, stopped because of this. Because there's nowhere for us to like put it and it not go bad.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm pretty sure the beef we had threw out.
Yeah, because it was bad, probably.
It was not.
No?
No, checked it. The one was bad because it was old, but the one that so convinced was that... Fuck. I remembered the names. But so convinced was her... Fuck grammar. That it smelled funny. That she was just like, alright, I'm throwing it out. Me, Tim, and all told her, it was like, it's fine. That's just what like disgustingly processed beef smells like. It doesn't smell good. It doesn't smell like food.
I look at Hunter as though he was there.
Thank you. Say we're at 120. Probably a little good.
I have a guy who comes in so often, orders extra sauce, extra cheese, and onions. I just hate him. He's so nice, but the fact that he puts just onions on a pizza, to me, just
I don't know, I
angers me.
fuck with onions.
I have these people who come in, they put cheddar, which is like... we have American cheese and cheddar, but they order like 3 child's kid like cheeseburgers with ketchup and bacon and cheddar instead of American. And I don't know why, but it makes me really mad. I don't...
It's like,
little foreigners come in here and they eat our cheese.
They're not even foreign, I don't know.
Okay, so my biggest thing was... I think it was this morning, actually. There was this guy that came in. It was like 20 minutes before we opened. And I was like, yeah, sir, we don't open for like another half hour. And he's like, yeah, but can you just throw me something in real quick? And I was like, no. We're not open. Like, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
People.
You're fucking stupid.
When I used to work at Kmart, and like you'd have
Just
sometimes
keep it
open
in
at
there,
like 6 in the morning. You get there and like you can't unlock the door. Like, so the manager has to come up, unlock the door, let you in, and then lock it back up. Because when you first get there it's not the opening. It's the once a month. It was the once a month rotating of the prices that you got there at like 6 a.m. or something, way before the store was supposed to open. But if you leave any of the doors unlocked, someone will show up at 6 a.m. and like, despite us still having gates halfway down and the lights off, they will come in and start trying to shop. Like, I remember standing there and I was fixing something, and this woman like I hear the door and I'm like, what the fuck? And I look over and this woman like basically like crouches down and goes under the like
the gate.
Yeah, the
security gate.
Yeah, the security gate that we had up so we could get in, and just starts walking in. I'm like, miss, we're not quite... ignoring me fully and just keeps waddling away.
That's when you start
throwing hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just start. You just fucking full body checker.
You disrespected me.
You disrespected me.
I can fuck you up.
You disrespected me. You've disrespected my Kmart. Prepare to die.
I remember Connor was brutal, dude, in the sales department. Like, I'd come up to him and he'd fucking tell me to fuck off, and I was like, "Why are you telling me to fuck off? I'm here to buy something." You're like, "Nah."
And then you buy something.
Yeah,
and then you go rub your receipt in Connor's face and be like,
exactly.
"I'm a fucking paid customer."
What the fuck? Why are you disrespecting me?
I didn't want to call it.